Excuse me?
Yes. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello?
Yes,
It's Emma.
Emma and those both.
Yeah, I'm asking for this.
Yes,
Oh, I'm texting her.
I'm talking. I'm here.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Hamid. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Just opening a document. Please hold on.
Hello, Ahmed.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yes. I'm late. Sorry.
Hear me, Rose?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So today we will look into caching in Hibernate.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
have been working with a cache. By default, Hibernate is providing that, and that cache
Yeah.
is first level cache. You can see here there are two levels: first level cache, second level cache.
Yes.
So here, this caching improves the performance of the application by pooling the objects into the cache. And there are two levels: first level and second level cache. First level cache, the session object which we are using, holds this first level cache data, and this
Okay.
is enabled by default in Hibernate. The
Okay.
first level cache data will not be available to entire application. So the first level cache data is valid only for the session. And an application can use many session objects. So there may be n number of session objects in an application. Okay.
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 Second level cache. So second session factory object holds the second level cache data, and the data stored in second level cache will be available to entire application. That is, the data stored in second level cache is available to all the sessions that are available in the application.
Okay.
And by default it is disabled, and we need to enable it explicitly.
Okay.
And when you come to second level cache, there are many vendors providing this as second level cache. So here you can see EH cache, Easy Hibernate cache. We will be using this sample. So
Okay.
likewise, there are other vendors who are providing the second level cache. Swarm cache, OS cache, JBoss cache are some other examples. For second level cache in Hibernate, the second level cache implementation is provided by various vendors. Okay.
Okay.
Then yes. So we'll see an example using Hibernate second level cache. So session factory holds the second level cache data we have already seen. And it is global for all the session objects. And it is not enabled by default. We have to enable it explicitly. And here you can see there is an example of second level cache. And we are using EH cache. Okay.
Yes.
So for this EH cache, we need to download the jar file corresponding to this cache, whatever we are using in our application.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here there is an example, simple example it is, which we have been working out. So here there is an employee and employee HBM file, then Hibernate config file, and as we are using a cache here, the cache related XML file also we need to write. And
Okay.
Oh.
fetching the data from the database. So
Database,
let's
yeah.
write this employee class. So I am writing the employee class. So I create an object, create a project, Java project. Example number 10. Finish. And to this, we need to configure the project, the jar file.
Yeah.
Get the part, add library, user library, and here Hibernate library I need to. So before that, I am choosing these user libraries, and to this Hibernate library, I am going to add another jar. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
To add jars, it is add external jars. Add external jars. Right. You can see there is EH cache, the jar file.
Okay.
So I am adding this jar file to the path. Then press OK. Now choose this library for our project. Finish.
All right.
Okay.
In my source, I need an employee. So from last class, I copy this package. Paste. And I need Hibernate config. Copy and in source. Paste. I need one mapping file also. Let me take that mapping file. Yes, I'll take this. Copy and source. Paste. Expand this. Open this. Employee. Hibernate test client, right. So let us see. Okay, I'll remove all these unwanted stuff. We are not
Yeah.
working with name of these things.
Mm.
Right. So I have employee ID, employee name, salary, job, and ID, name, salary. Okay, I added another field job. Okay, not a field.
Yes.
I have an employee class, and I need the etc. getters, and I believe I have the etc. getters. Right, I have.
Yes.
Then we need the employee HBM XML file to put the
Mm.
properties. So let me open the employee HBM XML file that is available here. Yes, Hibernate mappings. So we are not using any one-to-ones here. So I'll remove this. And when coming to properties, the ID is the employee ID. And generator class increment, okay. Now the properties. So properties, let me open. So employee name, salary and job.
Yeah.
Salary is this, right?
Yes. Right.
And I copy this, paste, job. All right. So I have mentioned the properties here. So all the properties are mentioned here, right? So cache usage. So let me use this cache usage in class. So by default it is okay. Read only it is here. So to read the data, okay, cache
Okay.
usage, and right. I'm done with my HVM file. Now, so we are using read-only caching for this class. So yes. So this read-only cache element can be used with the collections also. I mean to say in mappings also, one-to-one, all those things. Okay.
Right.
Then Hibernate CFG XML file. So all these things are okay. You can see here property name. So driver, your URL, username, password, all these are similar. One
Yes.
property we
Yeah.
need to observe here, we need to put is cache.provider class. What
Okay.
cache you are using? You need to provide the cache class here. So either the
Okay.
cache provider you are using, and it is present in org.hibernate cache package.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. And here you can
Yeah.
see another property, Hibernate cache use second level cache too. That is, we
Oh.
need to enable it. Okay.
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 I'll copy these two things. And it should be in my config. Yes, you can see we were not using the here. I mean, we have been using this statement. Disable the second level cache. So no cache provider. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm removing this because in our sample we are using cache.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm writing it down somewhere here. Yes. And these two things I'm commenting as of now. I just mentioned and I commented so that we will run our example without this and with this. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Then, so mapping resource, there is an XML file, so we need to mention it's a resource now.
Yeah. Resource.
Employee.htm XML file. And my session factory closed and Hibernate configuration closed. Now, the implementation for second level cache. So here you can see when we use cache, we need to provide an XML file accordingly. So here we have to create a file ehcache we are using, so ehcache.xml file. So I'll create one XML file here. In source it is. File.
Yeah.
ehcache XML file. ehcache XML file. And finish. And here you please copy these things. Let me copy into Notepad. Remove these 1, 2, 3s because sometimes XML file will trouble you. Even though you delete this unwanted stuff, it will throw an error.
Okay.
And in Word, the formatting is a different thing, and in Notepad, the formatting is a different thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's better. Okay. So here you can see cache open tab, cache close tab, and default cache open tab, close tab. Okay. Then
Yep.
cache open close. So here what we are doing is, let us see. So here you can see there is default cache, right?
Right.
Yes. Yes, default cache. So default cache will be used for all the persistent classes. We can also define persistent classes explicitly by using cache element. So this one. Okay.
Okay.
There is separate tag, right? Cache. So with this also, if you want, you can define the XML tag for our persistent class, model class. Okay.
Okay.
And eternal. So here you can see there is a property eternal, and it is having a Boolean value, either true or false. Okay, false it is.
Okay.
So eternal, if we specify eternal equals to true, then we don't need to define the time to idle seconds and time to leave seconds attribute. So here you can
Okay.
see there are two more attributes, time to idle and time to leave seconds. So if you say eternal, it means it is already available, it's always available, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there is no idle time then. So here you can see if you want to mention this idle time and time to leave seconds, you have to mark it as false.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was handled by Hibernate internally. So this eternal property is handled by the Hibernate internally. Specifying eternal to false gives control to the programmer. But we need to determine, sorry, that is what define time to idle seconds and time to leave seconds attribute. So what is
Yes.
time to idle and time to leave seconds will say. So time to idle, it defines that how many seconds object can be idle in the second level cache. Okay.
Okay.
And time to leave, so it defines how many seconds the object can be stored in the second level cache, whether it is idle or not, irrespective of its nature, whether it is
Okay.
idle or
Okay.
active. So you need to define these two properties. And you can see here 5 seconds and time to leave some I mean whatever the units that are mentioned over there are seconds. Okay. You need to
Okay.
remember the unit of measurement also. It is seconds mentioned over there. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Then yes, that is for us the Hibernate test client. So Hibernate test client, same configuration, a session, and we need to create an employee object. And we are going to display the employee object's properties over there. Okay.
All right.
And you can see here we are obtaining the employee object here. So before that we need to store that employee object, right? So I need
Okay.
to have to store that and load that. So in my test client, I believe there will be storing that code because we have been storing it actually. So you can see here one employee property is being stored over there, right?
Right.
And as I copied from the previous one, so I'll remove these things and I'll remove these things. And right. So before saving it, I have another property employee1 dot save, sorry, set job. Job is done. Okay, I have more properties that. Okay, employee ID, employee name, job, salary. Yes, all the properties are
Yeah.
done. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. And employee. So let me delete data from my employee, the previous examples which we used. Okay.
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 And I'll try to play a select star operation now. Why it is showing still? I actually deleted. Delete from employee.
Can you please write delete correctly?
Delete.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Done.
Right. Yes. Now, yes. You can see session we got, and inside that session, I am obtaining that. So, session dot get, we have seen, right, passing the employee class,
Yeah.
right? So, we
Yeah.
use session dot load.
Load.
Okay. Yes, load is another method to pull the records from the database. Okay, like get.
Okay.
Okay.
And after committing the save, And for this employee class, so employee ID 1. So Hibernate will be giving employee ID 1, right?
Right.
So I am using that. And I need to typecast.
Employee.
Yes, I'm done. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And system.out.println. So employee name, emp dot
Get name.
get employee get name, and there is a plus operator of course here. Right. So employee name and employee job, that is nothing but get job it is. And employee salary,
Yeah.
right. Yes, then display, then session is closed. And another employee to load. Okay, you can see here. So all right, session is closed. Session is closed. Now I am obtaining another session. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. How to obtain that? Session dot open my factory. From factory I need to get session.
Yeah, it's
So
factory. Yeah.
Session factory dot,
Open session.
it will give me another session.
Yes.
I say session 2.
Okay.
From this session 2, load. Okay.
Session
Same
2.
piece of code. Same piece of code. I say employee 2. Okay.
Yes.
And SESSION.
The first session. Exactly.
SESSION.
And typecast.
Yes, we need typecast. Right. Of course, the same data.
Yeah.
So I say employee 2. I mean the same employee information we are trying to obtain in a different session. Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
Right. Then session 2 close.
Yeah.
I'll close here. Right. Done.
Yes.
Yes. Now let me execute this. So we are done. Second level cache is not enabled for usage.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is in my Hibernate CFG XML file,
Mm.
so from my previous Hibernate XML files, no second level cache. Is there right statement?
Yeah.
I am mentioning
Yeah.
this in my example. Yes. Okay. That is, I'm
Okay.
deliberately disabling the second level cache. No cache provider. Okay. Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
Previously, I just deleted. Instead, I just copy pasted the same statement. And still, the second level cache is not available. Okay.
Yes.
And the same thing I am mentioning that there is no second level cache. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And let me run this again to check for error. Any special error message would be given after adding that statement. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So second level cache is not enabled. Okay. So I will enable the second level cache. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And here second level cache, I say false deliberately. Okay.
Okay.
Now I rerun it just to check various error messages. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I am running this. Just observe there. So what is happening here?
Mm-hmm.
So insert into statement. So this record is inserted. Okay.
Okay.
And this insert I mean to say this record is fetched loading. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the same record is loaded here. Okay. Right.
Right.
Now let me go to that config file and enable it. Yes, I enabled. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Error configuration. Initial cause was is not allowed. Something wrong with my XML file. Okay. EHCache XML file. There is something problem with my EHCache XML file tags.
Okay.
Yes.
And what it is saying, initial cause was error configuring from input stream, and initial cause was the processing instruction target matching is not allowed.
Mhm.
My EH cache yes. And let me put the class name here. I just copy pasted. I need to put my class name. One thing. And my class name is present in a package. This package.
Yes.
Dot.
Yes.
All right.
Right? The
Yeah.
cache. Okay. Now let me execute this. Let us check. I will clear this console. And I'm going back to my test client. I'm running it. Yes, still there is a problem with my XML file. So my EH cache XML initial same problem. I mean there may be a problem due to that copy paste thing. And check at the spelling. Okay, I think it may be having some other DTD tags. I'll check on Google.
Okay.
Okay.
So I say sample EH cache XML file. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just open one and use it. EH cache, they are using 2.9 version and we are using the 1.6 something. Okay.
Yeah.
Let us see. Oh, I need 1.6. Again, this is 2.9. Definitely it will throw an error, I believe. The CH cache 2.9. So I'll search for 0.6. Let me check in another tab. Did I get anything?
Okay.
Definitely the problem is with the XML tag, there will be some documentation type comments. So I think they are not available and it is showing that particular. Just let me try with this. If it is throwing error, we will search for some other thing. Okay.
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 So I'll copy this, right, and EH cache began and EH cache close. Okay. My EH cache XML I'll put this here and my EH cache already I opened one, so the matching close is this one. Then
Okay.
default cache open close, then this cache open close.
Close.
Now let us try.
Mhm.
Let us try. With XML files, even if you miss that documentation type comments, still it will throw errors.
Okay.
So you should be careful at XML files also. Yes, still, yes. We need that, I mean, particular versions. This is not supporting. This is not
I
supporting.
think there is an error in there because you can see something red on the, yeah.
Okay, I'll remove this and rerun.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Can you see here?
Okay.
So one insert statement, and if you observe the select statement which was filed, and you can see Emma is displayed twice, okay, because 2 times we
Okay.
loaded. And if you see, there was a select statement in the previous execution. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now here the thing is, so what happens with the second level cache is, so with one session we obtained that, I mean, we loaded this data, right, with one session.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now the loaded data employee details are present in that session. When we load the same employee object again from a different session, the second load will take data from session factory that is available, because with one session whatever the data we have loaded, that would be available in second level cache then. Got it?
Can you come again?
The thing is, for entire application there will be one session factory, okay? From
Yes.
that session factory we can get n number of sessions, okay?
Yes.
And from one session we loaded the employee object here. I mean, what object? Particularly Emma object, because I gave one employee ID,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
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 Means now Emma details are already available in one session. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it has pulled out from the database and now it is available in a session. Now,
Yes.
from second session, if you load the same data, it is not going to pull from the database.
Okay.
It is going to load the data from session factory, which is already available
It-
from session 1.
yeah. Okay. Okay.
Got it? So that is
Got
what
it.
happens with the session factory. And with this sample, so Hibernate does not fire the query twice. If you don't use second level cache, Hibernate will fire the query twice. So both the queries are present in different session objects then, if you are not using session factory. So I repeat, suppose you are not using session factory, what happens is 2 times the statement, I mean to say the select statement gets fired. If you are using now second level cache, then the select statement would fire only once. It means
Okay.
performance would be increased, right?
Right.
Yes.
Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
Yes. So with EH cache, I mean to say particularly XML file. Not only with EH cache, any kind of XML file. I'm just highlighting few things. In XML file, these are the, you can see here, XML namespace it is, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Namespace, whatever you are using with XML files is very important. So this namespace talks about, we have included a jar file, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Cache jar file. From that EH cache jar file, this is referring to the jar file actually. So whatever the tags you are using, they should be from that jar file. Got it?
Got it.
Likewise, if I go to my Hibernate config XML file,
Mm-hmm.
yes, observe here, it's an XML file and Hibernate relational persistence for, okay, and copyright, you can see here, the copyright for this Hibernate jars is from Red Hat Corporation, third
Yes.
party contributors, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Likewise, you can see here, document type Hibernate configuration, doc type comment we say, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
And Hibernate configuration, some version, okay, 3.0 version.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
Hibernate, you can see here, DTD, document type definition we say.
Okay.
Yeah.
DTDs. So we are, I mean to say, I open a Hibernate configuration tag, close it somewhere down. In that I open a session factory and I am talking about the session factory configuration here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I have mentioned some tags here. Driver, URL, username, password. Who is going to validate that tag? Is it correct or not? Who is going to check? There should be something who will say whether this property tag you are written with a name attribute and a value in between the tag as a body. Is that valid or not? Who is going to say whether it is valid or not? Those things are present in this document type definition. Got it?
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Now XML parsers will check against this DTD for every parsing of this tag. Got it?
Yes.
Suppose you
Got
are
it.
writing a tag that is not compatible with a DTD definition here, then it will throw an error.
Yes.
So this is the grammar where you are defining. And of course, we have not
Yes.
defined that. Hibernate Corporation has defined, that is particularly Red Hat organization has defined, because we are using that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So these Hibernate jars are provided by some other vendors also, JBoss. So JBoss is also providing Hibernate jars. So when you download
Okay.
Hibernate jars, make sure if you are using JBoss related DTD here, then JBoss related Hibernate jars you need to download and configure. Got it?
Got
Got
it.
it.
So make sure whatever the jars you are downloading, that corresponding GTD and XML stuff should be here at the beginning. Okay.
Okay.
And here doc type, even a single space in between this also would throw an error. So
Yeah.
once you copy paste here, do not disturb the tag.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it about what is it? EH documentation thing. And sorry, what we began with the second level cache, and we just
Yeah.
I just highlighted about that XML tags. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Excuse me,
I
sir.
want yes.
I have a question in the EH cache.
Right.
You said about the default cache and the cache name and
Right.
yeah. Do we have any more tags apart from these two inside
Apart from these two, if you want, you can configure. Suppose there is another address model class for us. You can configure that address model class here.
Oh, okay.
Got it? And if you browse through the Google, you can see a number of things here. So disk store. So all the cache information should be stored in a path. Got it?
Okay.
Got it.
And maybe administrator kind of things there are. So monitoring. The administrator may be monitoring that. So there may be some options which talks about the administrator. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So disk spool, buffer size also you can mention. Okay. Transactional mode, you can turn off or turn on. And persistent strategies there are. So there may be various how to save the data.
Okay.
So there may be some various persistent strategies. So here something they have given. You can Google out what it is. So basically, whatever the thing I have mentioned is necessary. And further, if you see something, you just Google out and find out an answer.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right.
Fine. For now, I'll wind up the session. I'm late to my office already. And we will see tomorrow 5 a.m. the regular session, regular time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Soon this week we will get into spring. We are almost on the climax of Hibernate. I just want to highlight few things. That's it. We are almost done.
Okay.
Almost done. Okay.
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 All right. How about your examples? The assignment. Still, are you working or is it done?
Done.
Almost done. Like I'm remaining with few samples.
That criteria.
The criteria.
Right. They are simple. Of course, you can do that, but I want you to practice so.
Yes.
Fine then. Catch you tomorrow. All right.
Catch you tomorrow.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.